love Letterboxd.
I love Letterboxd. Love Letterboxd.
I don't know, I have so many different favorite movies. Like, to pick 4.
In order, or I don't know if I have an order, but just in general?
I love a list. I incessantly make lists.
I always panic at this moment when I have, all right, fine, let's give it a go. Meantime, Mike Lee, Malcolm X, Spike Lee. It transcends good acting. You know, it's those things that you kind of realise that, you know, art can really be influential. Art can really change people's lives. It can really depict moments of history that you realise still have more juice in to influence future, you know. So that was one of those moments that I really remember, and his performance in it is amazing. It's a great film, love it. Superbad. I watch a lot of films often, over and over again. I love movies, but I'm one of those people that's trying to take apart good things that I've seen. I want to take it apart and understand how it was done. Drive is one of those films.
8.5, Federico Fellini. I'm gonna say Doctor Strangelove or As I Karen and Love the Bomb. That one. Last Black Man in San Francisco. I can't think of anything other than, you know, last year I saw Poor Things.
Yeah.
Paris, Texas, Prince of Broadway, Lulu, and Princess Diaries. The first one.
My all-time favorite is The Departed, Martin Scorsese's. It was probably the first movie where I watched it, and that's all I wanted to do was act, was just be one of the guys. I didn't care who I was, whether it was Jack Nicholson's part, Matt Damon's, Mark Wahlberg's. Close second is The Dark Knight. I was 11 years old and got to see it in theaters, and so that kind of, as a kid, was groundbreaking for me. Memento is number 3, Christopher Nolan film. And then I'll go with a curveball just because I have to. I'll say Friday is number 4 for me. Chris Tucker, Ice Cube. My first memory of watching Friday, I had to cover my ears most of the movie because my mom was watching it with me and she told me to cover my ears. It's funny how my mom would let me watch the film, but she wouldn't let me hear the film.
My favorite movie of all time is Funny Girl, Barbra Streisand, William Wilder. And that's like a good movie musical to have in there, an old classic, Funny Girl. I'm gonna go with Cinema Paradiso. That's one of my favorite films, and it's a really important film for me and my partner. I have to get a Meryl Streep movie in there because she is, I just have to. And I think my favorite performance of Meryl Streep's is August Osage County. The scene where she's sitting there with the catfish and like the whole family is just like, it's such a brilliant. When I was at drama school, we had to bring in a scene of like screen acting and sort of talk our class through why we thought it was amazing. That was the scene that I brought in. So I'll go with that one. Finally, I'll go with Margaret, the director's cut. I think that in terms of like characters that I want to play and like types of women on the screen and just film and vibe, Margaret is an all-time great movie. Woo! I feel okay about that. I've also played this game so many times in my head and I feel like those aren't what I came up with before.
That's what you got to shoot from the head.
Yeah.